a very similar position in the east, probably in the middle in the east, and spot all the guys who move towards the capsule. Now what I really like about this match, look at that shot, absolutely beautiful. So what I really like about it is that it really shows you the difference between using the ELC as you would any other tank and really using it the way it's meant to be, basically just zooming around and blasting the enemy on the go, sticking your gun in the sides. It's a rather unfortunate miss on the OI, especially as the guy completely cocks it up. It would have been pretty much a guaranteed shot, but hey, not to worry. There is a Leopard actually coming for our artillery, so let's make short work of him. Well, at least that's the plan. We will bomb it up here on the ridge. Unfortunately get stuck a little bit on the rock, which slows us down almost completely. And yeah, snapshots on this thing, that's definitely a drawback for this machine. You have a very long reload, a very long aim time, the turret doesn't turn fully, so trying to use this as a sniper, unless you have almost stationary targets and a lot of time on your hands, you actually fully aim your shots, it will be, well, rather tricky, to say the least. So far it was 4 versus 4, but it won't stay that for too long. Now we are down by 2 tanks already, and this flank doesn't look too healthy at all. There is a really nasty tank on there in the back, and unfortunate misses. Sometimes it's us, sometimes it's the machine trolling us. Well, let's make this one in at least. The sooner we get rid of the Doom Cannon on the KV-2, the better. Wow, by now we are down by 3 tanks. And there is a big push coming this side. Maybe we can do something about that. KV-1 being a little bit too cheeky. Nice side shot right there, 276 damage. Look at that. That's what this little light tank can do. Squad at E25 being caught off guard as well as he tried to crest the bridge. But our teammates are just falling like flies. We are down constantly by 3-4 tanks. This really doesn't look that good. So what's left on this flank? A KV-1, a KV-2, a T-3485. I don't like those odds, especially as we only have a really unfortunate Sherman on our side, so we decide to hightail it out of there, which is a really good decision in my opinion, and position ourselves right here where sometimes the artillery likes to hide, to hopefully be able to give some supporting fire to that guy. Fortunately, it doesn't seem that we have the shot, which is rather sad because the Sherman is now down, and oh, there we go. Side shot on the KV-1, and probably the tracks eat it. Bloody hell, we could have really used getting rid of at least one of them. So this side has completely collapsed. Unfortunately the guys in the middle did die as well, so that leaves one more jumbo trying to cap it out, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies left. So not too shiny. But hey, we are in an ELC, who cares about odds? But to be frank, there are 3 artillery on the enemy team and the rest are KV-2 and the KV-1 are blind as a bat, so we should be able to outplay them. And the Jumbo takes out the Dicker Max as he tries to go after him. However, the Jumbo is now spotted and there are 3 artillery on the enemy team, so this can get really ugly really fast. Oh, that was an important shot and we just track him. I think we have been spotted. Oh yes, yes we have. Quickly move out and there goes artillery. Really close. But now it seems that the KV-1 and the KV-2 are still a fair bit behind. So we can probably eradicate this guy together. Nice little teamwork there. The Jumbo comes out as well, we go in for another round. And yeah, we don't get the final round in. But this was a nice little assassination. Oh, but unfortunately, our friend gets taken out by one of the artilleries on the enemy team, and whoa, there comes already the KV-1. So, KV-2 is not far behind for sure either, so let's get the hell out of there. Oh, and there is a KV-2 as well. Fortunately, he misses. Stalin did not guide that one. Now, we really should be able to outrun those guys, so now is the perfect opportunity, especially as it's encounter, so we have plenty of time, even if both of them decide to cap, to go and try to take out the RNG from this game. And whoa, M44 had another idea, but he mucks up his opportunity, and wow, there goes another artillery shell. So that's one of the RTs down, 2 remains. KV-2 is determined to get us as well, and oh, there is the other one. It seems the artillery, contrary to what usually happens, did not just want to wait and sit there in their usual locations behind the tracks, but that allows us to drive up to its side and assassinate him at point-blank range. So, the odds are now a lot better. Now it's a 3 versus 1, with 1 artillery, a KV-1 and a KV-2. Artillery is the Su-122, unspotted up until now, so probably he's back around B1. Mali decides to go back and try to take out the KV-1 while he is separated from its KV-2 brother. However, KV-2 has been spotted and he did not spot us. View range on that thing is really atrocious, so that should allow us to make a beautiful side shot into him and just start to whittle down himself. Now, still 2 more shots will be probably required to take out that guy, but it looks a whole lot better. Now, the KV-2 has been shot, so he knows from about which location the shot came, and whoops, the KV-1 is not capping anymore. Question is, where will that guy go? Would be really great to take him out before he KV-2 joins him, and well, that's a very interesting decision in a KV-1. We will not say no to that gift. So KV-1 basically offered himself on a silver plate, and we are very happy to take that. KV-2 is now in the cap and he will probably stay there, realizing that he can't really chase around an AMX ELC. There is still 1 artillery in the game. I personally would probably go after the remaining artillery now, because the KV-2, well, it takes ages for that guy to cap. But Mal decides to try to take out the KV-2 first, using his binoculars, which is not a bad idea actually. We can definitely outspot that Soviet monster of a tank. So why not use our mobility to get quickly into position? We have still plenty of time left, and try to spot that guy. Well, we did not see him there, so most probably the KV-2 basically sits just under the ridge, which also means that we won't be able to spot him from either side. So Mali will go try for another spotting round from the other side. There is still plenty of time left, so at least with no time pressure, he has a lot of time to play this one cool and figure out the best way how he wants to handle it. Going straight at the KV-2 wouldn't be a bad idea either. We can definitely outmaneuver him. The only thing we have to avoid is to drive up basically right in front of its gun. And that's what we decide to do. Let's go at the guy and surprise him. Question is, where is the guy's gun looking? Oh, not quite. And he marks the shot. And that means we can quite easily park up behind him. And we also have time to reload. We could even sit in front of him, but why take chances? If we don't want to, that guy has absolutely no chance to point his gun again at us. So beautiful performance right here in the end. There's still another artillery left. It would be really a heartbreak if that guy would blast us. At least in this map, should be able to spot him from a fair distance away. I personally prefer to use coated optics on this tank. I'm not sure if Mali uses maybe coated optics and binoculars. Also wouldn't be an idea from the devil. Now he goes here back to the cap. Isn't enough time actually. Why not chase down the artillery? We should have the upper hand there, and it would really be a shame if he would get lucky with a random shot in the cap. And Mal decides that this is indeed for the better, so let's go and find him. Still 3 minutes left, and we are in one of the fastest machines in the game. So we should be able